today at 315 Gordon Drive. I was here to talk to Becky Corbin. I was told over the phone that I was going to be able to go inside and maybe ask some questions on camera. When I got here, it was a different story after talking with public relations. But I did manage to ask a few questions, and I got the notes written down on what they were, so I'm going to relay those to you today. My first question to her was, Delegate Robert Marshall from Virginia introduced a bill that would mandate a study of whether the state should adopt an alternative medium of commerce or currency to serve as the alternative currency distributed by the Federal Reserve System in the event of a major breakdown of the Federal Reserve System. Her response to me on that was she's not educated enough on the Federal Reserve in order to make a statement, which is completely understandable. I mean, if you're going to talk about legislation, you need to know what you're talking about first, obviously. And that at the point of seeing the legislation, then she would give her opinion, but she didn't really show whether she had any interest in it or disinterest in it. The second question I asked was Police Chief Mark Kessler proposed the Second Amendment Preservation Act a little while ago in the Gilberton Borough, and it states that all federal, state, local acts, laws, orders, rules, and regulations regarding firearms, firearm accessories, or ammunition are a violation of the Second Amendment, along with Article 1, Section 21 of the Pennsylvania Constitution, and in violation of this resolution. And it declares that past, present, or future are invalid in the Gilberton Borough, and that in all of its boundaries, and shall be seen as null and void, and will not be effective. So I asked her, would you stand behind something if this was introduced on the state level? And she said that there was nothing available yet that would be introduced on the state level, but she would need to read anything over, of course, but she is definitely in support of the Constitution, and she would seek to support the Constitution in any way, and feels that any firearm regulations are a violation of that. So I believe that she would stand behind a state version of this bill had she seen it, but as of yet, nothing has been seen. And then my third question was about the EPA. I was asking about the Obama administration working with the EPA to close down a lot of the clean-burning coal plants in the area. And she informed me that her husband is an environmental engineer, I believe, and that she feels that there can be a balance between the environmental concerns and the energy concerns of the state, and that she obviously wouldn't support any sort of clean-burning coal plants being shut down because it would affect the economy, but all interactions should be, looked over first, like whether it's going to affect the environment more or the energy concern is greater and whatnot there. So I didn't really get a lot of straightforward answers. A little disappointed I didn't get to go in and interview on camera, but that's understandable. Did vote for it, but that's what we get.